So I decided to do some extra streaming, like permanently. I've put in my description that I like vocal synths, I like to work with them and make projects with them, and then I realized I've been streaming for 2 to 3 months and I've never streamed anything vocal synth related. So hence the reason that from now on all days except for Monday in the evening from 9 to 10, my local time, which is CET, I'm gonna do a vocal synth related stream, which can be tuning one or any other projects with it, meeting perhaps even the games at some point. I have no idea further. But yeah, also these are gonna be without webcam. It's 9 in the evening. I'm not gonna do my makeup anymore. I'm not gonna get dressed anymore or anything like that. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do today is I have finished a cover using Vocaloid Macarena Luca, and I wanted to make a Miku Miku dance video with it for it. So I'm gonna have to start explaining a lot of things here. I'm gonna presume you just randomly found this on Twitch or perhaps on my YouTube and have no idea what a Vocaloid, a vocal synth, MMD, or anything else is. I'm gonna go and try to explain. Vocaloids are vocal synthesizers. They're basically digital voices that you can use for lyrics. That's basically all they are. They're the most commonly known software, as far as I'm aware, is called Vocaloid, which at this moment has like over 100 different voice banks. The one I am current, the one that this cover has been made with is called Macarena Luca, or Luca Macarena if you want to use Western like naming. Like her first name is Luca, her last name is Macarena. She has been made by Krypton Future Media, and this is her V4. No, I used her V4 Japanese voice bank. V4 simply indicates it's for Vocaloid 4, for Vocaloid Editor 4. Okay, now I've tried to explain that bit. What is MMD? MMD is short for Miku Miku Dance. It's a program in which you can make animations using 3D models. These models have been pre-made, you can just download them or in some cases buy them and load them into the program, and you can move them about, you can do facial expressions and stuff like that, and you can make animations with them. Miku Miku Dance models are things you can make yourself. I mean, if you get Blender, then you can basically make them yourself, and PMD editor, PMD or PMX editor. PMD and PMX are simply the files. Yeah, basically the files. Like you also have like a dot. It's the same as like a Word file. It's simply a file that works in MMD. This program I'm currently showing is called Face and Lips. It is not MMD, but it's MMD related. What this allows you to do is load in a model, like I did. I loaded in, I believe it's called jjinomu V4 Luca. Jjinomu TDA style V4 Luca. Might have mispronounced that. And this program is just specifically made to do facial expressions. So there's probably a lot of things on the screen, so I'm gonna try and explain it. This here on the top is the model. Then below it we have basically the wave file I'm working with. All the expressions, and then where these letterbox thingies are, that is where my lip motions go. So seeing as most of these models are made for Japanese, so a lot of them do not have any mouth expressions except for the vowels and if you're lucky, you get mm, an oh no, not an M, but an N sound, and that's about it. Now it so happens to be that this normally works decent enough. But that's, yeah, seeing as the majority of Vocaloids are Japanese, most model makers either use a Japanese model as their base or alter it or just don't bother putting in anything else because most people are gonna use it for Japanese anyway or for things in which it just doesn't matter that much if it's not that precise. So yeah, but I figured why not show you guys, show everybody, yeah, how I do certain things. I haven't figured out yet how to actually stream me making a cover because um, I do this in Peer Pro Studio, which is basically a variant of the Vocaloid editor. It's things got complicated. Some companies split off on each other. Just it's basically a version of Vocaloid 4 which you can run inside of your DAW. So inside of like FL Studio, Cubase, Persona Studio One, Ableton, you can run it in those programs. It if you buy it with one of the Crypto Media, if you buy one of the Crypto Media Vocaloids, they automatically come with Pia Pro Studio and um, Persona Studio One bundled into them. So if you want both a Vocaloid and a DAW to work with, get one of the Kryptonoids, otherwise get anything else. I mean, if you still have Vocaloid 4 working or you bought Vocaloid 5, in that case, just buy something else. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I have never figured out how to stream those. I have no idea how to pull it off. Like, it might just be that my DAW is just too, how to say, um, too heavy for my computer to be streamed, or I have some settings wrong, but doesn't matter, I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, today I'm gonna be working on the lip sync to a cover. The cover I am doing is. Oh dear, I completely forgot the producer's name. Uh, Let me Google it real quick. Like, the song name is Paranoia, and the original vocalist was Hatsune Miku, but um, that's not the producer. You're supposed to. Okay, you are supposed to credit producers, which is good. I found the producers. It's credited to Mezami P, music and lyrics, Wakotsu P, mix and mastering, Shinri Izumi, illustration and video, and Kenji apparently did something called an encode. I've got no idea what it is. And the original vocalist he used for it was Hatsune Miku Darker Band. I made a Luca version of it. Basically, I made a cover. And yeah, so let's see what I have here. I have already like done part of. By that I mean I've done like 4 words. So if I press play now, you see that it plays the sounds it's currently singing, and it also moves the mouth in the 3D animation, in the 3D model basically. And I can determine things like how far the mouth has to be opened, how fast things go, the duration. I'm gonna do facial expressions at some point. I just prefer to first make the lip sync and make that look good and fluid, and then do facial expressions after. Like I can control the eyebrows, I can do multiple eye movements, and then I've got like this whole section here on the right. Those aren't actually useful in here. Those are all things you should probably do um, in MMDs itself. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. but that doesn't matter.
自由
Chi,
自由
that's two E's. Yeah, that's something it sometimes does, is I now get them in Japanese because I probably said something wrong. Oh. And then I can just adjust how far the mouth actually
自
opens.
由自由
And yeah, that's how this program works. It's surprisingly enough not that known in the Vocaloid community. Like to this date, like a lot of people that make MMDs still do not know this program exists. Like go and download it. It's amazing. Because yeah, how to say it. Yeah, it really makes doing facial expressions and like lip syncing for MMD models and videos just so much easier. Which is a convenience, especially seeing as in this case you can just select the chunks you need and just input whatever you need. I can input the vowels by just typing the corresponding letter on my keyboard and play a section by pressing X. So yeah, let's get doing this.
レロレロ自由レロ自由レロ
It's probably not going to be the most interesting process, especially for people that don't care about these things. But why not?
心
That's Kokoro. Does that look correct?
心
Oh,
心と 心と
yeah,
声声
that's another O. Eh. Oh,
と
that's another O.
声と
And that's one more O. A lot of O's in this section. It's a lot of also like repeating it, looking at it, keeping adjusting it.
レロ心と声として
And there's like opening and closing of the mouth. You basically like program it in on feeling. Like there's no right or wrong way to do. If you think it looks good, then it's good enough.
してして
There's like no appropriate way of doing it.
してこんなに
Okay, look, and this is one of those in which there's an N sound here. Normally you would have a N sound in the models, like facial files, but this one hasn't got one. So that's just gonna look strange.
こんなにこんなにこんなに
So I have to think about what I'm gonna do with that. Is there are options. I can probably put a frown in there, which actually by the program, I know that's hiragana, I believe, for N. So I think they just called the N frown.
こんこん
Yeah, that looks a bit better.
なに
And you basically just do this for the entire length of the song, which in this case, Paranoia is, I believe, almost 5 minutes long, so it's gonna take forever. And it's a lot of
こ
repeating
ん
things.
なに
I think those are a bit too big.
こんなに
That's a lot better. I mean, you can always go back, make adjustments. You can always also still make adjustments in MMD itself if you think it looks better than, or like what a lot of people also do is they'll make a motion file for this and basically only adjust what you see. So after they've made like the MMD video and like made all the motions, and then they go and do the camera and then they only clean up the facials you actually see. I mean, no point putting in a lot of time and effort into things that people aren't gonna see unless you distribute the motion data and people like start picking it apart. Otherwise, there's kind of no need for it. So yeah. Let's see.
からから
So that's
からほら
and the great thing about this is I only have to take into consideration the vowels. Like, unless I encounter another N or an M, I don't basically have to be bothered with consonants. I just don't.
トントントントン
That's another O. So what's this for a string of probably letters?
あの雨あの雨
No. Oh wait, wrong one. No. Oh. No. There. And what are you? There we go. And now for in case this one, seeing as this is a much longer note, I can, for instance, do this, and then it should have a bit more of a less abrupt ending.
からほらトントンあの雨
So that's also a thing you can do. I believe there's even a way to like add more points, but I haven't figured out that one yet. Or you just have to add multiple and like I've seen people do like entire lip trembles and stuff like that with this, so also I'm really hoping, seeing as I'm working on a cover of a song, that I don't get copyright struck, but I hope that seeing as these are just the vocals and it's not a full song, it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, also, it's not like I actually make money of these. I don't make money off covers. If you go to my YouTube and listen to like a Vocaloid cover, if they have ads in them, that's because that means that that video is actually generating revenue for the original artist and not for me. I don't make money off my YouTube channel. It's not big enough for that. So don't worry, I will never monetize a cover. I might monetize the VSQ file, like the sound file that runs on Vocaloid, but not the cover itself.
웃어주기나 웃어주기나
He, yeah,
웃어주기나
yeah, that needs adjusting.
웃어주기나
That's looking a lot better. It's like, yeah, why not? It's not the most fun part about making a cover, but it's a part that has to be done.
君に出会う君に
That's key, me, me.
君に出会う
And this is the point where I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. Okay, that is Dea.
대학
The ah.
대
I'm like just gonna finish like till here because I know that there's this kind of where the chorus is gonna start, and then I'm just gonna take a little look at how things look all together.
이루어지다 내가 이루어지다 내가 이루어지다
Oh, me, the, she, wrong letter. That's supposed to be an A.
웃어주기나君に 대학 내가 이루어지다
Good.
嫌い
That's this one. I can keep this a bit higher because it's clearly pronounced a bit stronger.
Kirai. Kirai. Kirai.
That's a kirai. Kirai. That's and again, this is not exact science. You just do things until they look good or good enough.
Kirai. Kirai.
That should be another kirai.
Kirai.
Yeah.
Kirai. Kirai.
That one already isn't as pronounced as the previous ones. Like the original version of the song was quite emotionless, which is I think what they went for, but I tried to make a slightly more emotional version, which is what my attempt was. Does this look good together?
Kirai. 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 Kirai.
Yes, because the last kirai isn't nearly as strong. And I know this is most likely also kirai.
Kirai.
I know that's most likely gonna be even weaker because I know I tuned that with like the soft part of the voice bang. So it's even softer.
Nina. Nina. Nina.
E. No. I know this must be absolutely fascinating to watch. So let's check that entire sequence.
새가 이나隅こでちぎれた心どこへとしてこんなに空っぽな言葉の雨嘘つきな君に出会って恋をした
So I'm gonna make one adjustment already, right from the get-go. I wanna keep that meh like opener for a little bit, like all the way up to there, I think.
世界の隅っこで ちぎれろ心どこへとしてこんなに空ぼな言葉の雨嘘つきの君に出会って恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないなさよなら会いたいと願えばすべ
So yeah, that's basically the procedure. It's not gonna be that interesting. Also, something I forgot to tell was I did put the Twitch category to just chatting because working with MMD models isn't a category on Twitch. And I couldn't find a category. I couldn't find a category for the program or anything like that, so yeah, that's a bit of a thing. Like Twitch does need to diversify its program a bit more outside of gaming, I think. I also have no idea if these streams are gonna get popular or not, or even if streaming for me is gonna work out, but let's see how this one works. I know this part here should be sayonara.
Sayonara.
Yeah. So I need to start splitting some sounds because sayonara is there, but the next word is aitai, which I'm pretty certain that the last a of sayonara is also the a for aitai. So I need to split those up.
Sayonara.
Oh, I can just find that.
Sayonara. Sayonara 会いたい Sayonara 会いたい Sayonara 会いたい
Is just that an a sound? Oh no, look. About this part is the sayonara part.
Sayonara.
Yeah, so that is about right.
Sayonara.
Sa. Yo. This will be na. Yeah? And I can put and then a small e as well here because I know they're gonna be there. That is the shortest and least pronounced e I believe I've ever seen.
Sayonara 会い Sayonara 会い Sayonara 会いたいと
That's e. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I shouldn't stream this for more than an hour at a time, like also I don't think I would last more than an hour at a time. What's that? Tone. Okay. That's an ba.
Sayonara 会いたいとぬく
That should be Subetana. If I remember the lyrics correctly. Subetega. Almost correct. The the that should be a. Yeah.
すべてがすべてが
Those should be made a bit bigger.
すべてが
Also, important with this program, save. It's sometimes a bit buggy, and in that case, it will just stop functioning. It's yeah. Because why not? That's what you get if you use basically fan-made programs.
ごあ
Uh, is this the first scenario in which I genuinely have to use a full mouth open?
ごあ
Yes, yes, it genuinely is.
ごあ ごあ ごあ
Yeah, that's about right.
てしまう
Ah. Uh,壊れてしまうから壊れてしまうから笑ってよ As I said, these streams are also going to be very short. Like my regular streams are only 2 hours long, which is short. These are only going to be an hour long every single time because I know this is not that interesting, and I believe that an hour is about my attention span as well. Especially this late on the evening.
笑ってよさあむさあむさあさあ
Yeah, those are two different syllables.
さあ
That's
さあ
oh, yeah, I need to put it on a frown.
む
U-sound.
けたらたら
I don't care if that's da or ga, it's an A sound.
さあむけたら
And another save. That's like one thing about this program is it requires so much saving basically. Like it just needs constant saving. But nobody minds. It's at least better than just inputting it manually and like MMD itself, which is so much of a hassle. Also, these streams will also be uploaded to my YouTube channel, so just so that everybody knows.
一人がも
To three. And in case anybody wonders, no, I do not know Japanese.
がもがも
Uh,
幸せ幸せ幸せ幸
the
せういうい
that's
うたみたみ
me. Yeah, this is how I go about doing these things. It's gonna get a whole lot less interesting the moment we actually hit MMD territory because that just means you get to see me like take an hour to like make 1 second of animation. So that's where we actually get like riveting like streams.
一 一人が持ち合わせる痛み
That last is a bit strong.
一人が持ち合わせる痛み
That's better.
夜空に夜空に 何
Oh, I didn't need to change that. I needed that to be changed.
夜空に夜空に冷たくなたくなくなる光
Oh,
るひるひ
it is going decently because I know after this point is like a massively long instrumental. It's one of the reasons why this song is so ridiculously long. But I know that that's coming up. I know that that's going to be there. And that's all stuff I don't have to create frames for.
「冷たくなる光」「あなたが くれ」光 あなたがくれた光
So yeah, that's how that part looks.
「さよなら会いたいと願えば」「すべてが壊れてしまうから」「笑ってよ背を向けたら」
So yeah, and then there's this whole blank space of nothing. And then here is the rest. Couple of more minutes to go. And then I'm gonna call it quits and like upload this to YouTube and make my daily TikTok because I still have to do that. Today's TikTok shall be about Dinah, like the English voice bank, so that should be fun. I'm like, for the people that don't know, I'm also on TikTok nowadays, and at the moment, I make daily TikToks about Vocaloids I actually own. So that's like practical information like vocal range, BPM range, but also my experience with them. So yeah, if that's your thing, then go find me on TikTok. It's all like linked on Discord and linked. Oh, not linked on Discord, linked on Twitch and like linked on YouTube. And my TikTok like links to both my Twitch and my YouTube, so it's all linked to one another. But yeah, let's do something useful for the last couple of minutes.
さよ、さよ。さよなら。さよなら。
Is this Oyasumi?
おやすみ。おやすみ。
Also, a small bit of advice for people that want to get into vocal synths but have like looked at Vocaloids and like got scared by the price. If you want to get into vocal synths nowadays, I recommend a different program which is called Synthesizer V. It's made by Dreamtonics, and their basic version of the engine is free for download, and a lot of voice banks have a so-called light version, which is a free version of the voice bank. And their licensing system for commercial licenses is very simple. If it's made with a light voice bank, it's only non-commercial. If it's made with a paid voice bank, it's commercial. The editor version doesn't matter, it's just basic, has a bit more limitations than the fully paid version, but you can also run fully paid voice banks in the basic version, and it will be commercially useful. So yeah, you wanna get into vocal synths? Synthesizer free, I should cover it.
さよなら。おやすみ。
But it's a relatively new program, and like check it out. It's quite good. Actually, it is good, and like much more affordable and much more beginner friendly. Especially seeing as nowadays like Vocaloid Editor 5, it's like 200-300 bucks for the basic version, and most Vocaloids do not have a trial version of the voice. And that trial version most of the time presumes you already have Vocaloid Editor. So careful with that.
ここ。
It's as well expensive, especially if you have like as much voice banks as I have. It's an expensive thing to have.
ここ。ロゴロゴ
I mean, if you want to see which voice banks I have, then check out my TikTok.
ロゴこれで言う
That's near Oba. Oh god. Yeah, that should be. Oh. Like, check my TikTok. I made like a TikTok about the Vocaloids I have. And I've got a fair few. Especially for somebody that has never released an actual song with him, because I still need to get that done. I like still need to like make my first song with a Vocaloid. Especially for like the amount of them I have. So yeah, that's almost already the end of the stream. I'm gonna give it one last save, and like I nearly did half the song in like a full hour. Good to know that if I'm streaming, I can actually focus better, because normally this chunk would have taken me more than an hour. So it's good to know that when I stream, I can actually like focus a bit better. I'm gonna rephrase it. I'm forced to focus better, but there's still so much left, and I know that like the end is gonna be relatively easy, because like this chunk, I believe, and perhaps a bit before it, is only the lyric la. So that's just inputting an awful lot of ahs and just weaving those together. But yeah, that's already gonna be the end of the stream. I know it wasn't that interesting a stream, and I'm not certain if I can make this interesting. Unless there are might be people that think this is kinda a chill to watch. But yeah, that's kinda how things work. I'm really looking forward to the day I actually get like Studio One and Pre-Pro and like Pure Pro Studio to work, so I can actually like stream things like tuning, which is really interesting. I've also like set out to like do covers with all my voice banks, seeing as some of my Vocaloids I've had and never made a cover with. But just the majority of them. So I will be like working on them in order of purchase. So the longer I've had them, the longer they're gonna have to wait. But yeah, that's something. I'm kind of intimidated because I have so many. Let me like count how many different ones I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have 26 Vocaloids, 27 if you count Akita Nero, seeing as she is not technically a Vocaloid. People call her a Fanloid, but she's made out of a other Vocaloid's voice bank. So I have like 26, 27 projects. Provided I don't buy more vocal synths in the meanwhile, because I also still have a wish list. Might have to do a TikTok on my wish list soon, so yeah, but that's it for the evening stream. I hope you all had a good time, and till not tomorrow. Monday is the only day I don't stream, but like Monday, Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, so till Tuesday. Bye!